Now they're leaving for 2 weeks, going to Mexico when, I don't know, but you corporate out there. You're going to do all this planning and then like what? You're going to set up me going shopping and then not getting something and then you're going to stretch it out forever how fucking long and whatnot. What are you doing there? Firstly, are you contributing to the trajectory of your company's stock price in terms of its long term? You're not. This is not something for the people on the front and in my proximity only, and not including the people walled. It does, of course. Because out there is not this positive universe full of these positive residents that want to formalize and reformalize positively. You're getting back into the digs of normal life, but there are certain areas which you cannot progress in because you still want to hold on to them, and you are just learning the ropes and the basics of like finance and business concepts, and you're thinking you could fucking rock me because you figured something out, and you ended up being fucking wrong. You know, the failures of your like conspired movements, which are corporate on me today, prove to me you don't know what the fuck you're doing, and you think that you're smarter than me because you figured something out, and you jump on these kinds of ideas and then fall on your face, and then now you have my parents going to be gone for 2 weeks, and what? I am actually on pause now because back when I was mentioning my vacation, did I ever get it? No. And what are you doing? Firstly, I am questionable and doubtful as to whether or not I can acquire my CLA if I contact any banks in Switzerland and Stockholm right now. Would you agree? Would you agree with me if you are out there testing the waters, or trying to do a litmus test, or trying to gather indication of where it would move if I were to contact them and try to acquire a numbered account? Everything is telling me with my feelings, don't move on it and wait. Because firstly, what is important? Cleaning house. Because you dumb fucks out there working as a executive, corporate CEO and board, marketing, HR, and your finance movements do not involve normal activities, and you are still going against the grain when it comes to logic for these processes in order to yacht me and use your company in order to do so. You will be taken over. You will lose your market share. You have to think firstly. Conducting operations like that, backside on me, when it comes to purchases, when I am the leader of my own alignment and out there, I am not feeling that you are earnestly formalizing with the intent to lower your NACAP and pursue MLs. You're going to? Did you start yet? We have all this talk about bull market and wanting to acquire it by going back to work and acquiring assets, but you do not think that formalization is something you can do, because what? Cleaning house means getting rid of the liabilities. That's what you are. I'm no longer on my planet where the captains were making positive movements in terms of almost reaching board. They already demonstrated to me that they are negatives, that were lying to me this whole fucking 7 years. All of them. That includes you. Do you think you can bring it to a bull market without formalization? You do, right? And you're gonna fuck me over with all this corporate bullshit, and you're lying to yourselves about wanting to acquire technology or go league with any of your own leagues, or go MLN. You're lying to me, aren't you? Admit it. I already understand that because I see your movements. They don't make sense corporate-wise. They're not in tune with, firstly, your own corporation and its movements are negative, and you get tanked every time you do shit like that. And you are not maintaining any long-term trajectory for your own stock. With your brainiac, new school, I just figured out, HR and marketing, and now I think I'm gonna like put this motherfucker underneath my pussy and like rub it on his face all motherfucking life. is what you're thinking on me because you figured something out, right? You stupid dykes, you don't know what the fuck you're doing. Just keep eating it. Because now what are you doing? Firstly, I understand that this mom over here is so dead because in addition to ruining my motivation to ask her for money, ask her for rides, it excludes her participation in my life. It makes her more dead because she's actually not around doing something. She gets collected and gets pulled out only for my situations. When I'm here, she's not. When I'm out there, she's running game on me all day long. I don't know how often it is, but when I'm here, it's just the same. Not because she can't handle being around me, because otherwise she can't run game on me. It has to include your activities with these portals and wherever the fuck you're using. She can't do anything if she were in my face. She can't say, Jeff, the dishes are dirty, you're like a pig, your room is a mess. She can only say that so many times. You need a situation in order to make use of her, such as making me go out with the motivation to go shopping. And now you have the understanding that I will no longer take public transit. So what did you do today? You knew I would have, you had indication through checks that I would have the motivation to walk to Target, but I took a lift on the way there and walked home afterwards, and it ended up being an hour ago. You see how long this shit takes? Just to go out there and go to Starbucks and then Target. I left at what time? Like 12 or 1, and it is now 8. And I'm still in the area. And spent $80. I had, no, $90. I had $40 in my checking. I spent $10, yeah, before leaving, and on something like porn or whatever. And then I didn't buy those clothes. It all ended up going to consumables. Do you understand my situation? It didn't involve going to La Mesa or my DVRP class in Old Town. It involved being in the area, and I spent $90 on consumables just walking around. Oh, what, because it's summer? Do you understand the range of this use of money? When they say that for work you need $80 a day, and these are people with vehicles commuting to work. I am someone trying to procure like clothes and shit, and it took $90 to not even get anything and walk around all day. It takes $90 of food and drink, and I hardly smoked. I had no time for any of it. I didn't get anything done again. If you don't have a car, you end up spending $80 on consumables and not getting anything done or getting anywhere. Do you understand why it's necessary to no longer take public transit? If I didn't have to take public transit, and I had a car, or this bitch over here took me, how much money would I have saved? $70, right? It would have been just $20 on energy drinks, and then like, maybe some more on the way home, to make it that $40 a day. And you motherfuckers want to run back your $40 a day dig when you come back after fucking up. I'll hear it 2-3 times a day. Oh, let's see if we can get him to go shopping for $40 again, or like ask his mom for fast food. I'm not doing any of that. I'm so sick of doing that shit. Do you understand where your situation's at? Or is it all this split data? Because I'm saying that you're continuous out there, and you're not conducting formalization activities. You are only working, acquiring assets with this modern universe. And what? Did you come to your senses and come to be complacent about your radioactive situation and your military state situation in the United States, and the fact that the federal government, the national government, is taking over local jurisdictions and creating these events of riots and pandemonium, and they're taking away everything from you in terms of government services, down to what? And now you're worried about if you're gonna die from tuberculosis or measles or some shit, or your limbs are gonna fall off, and you still don't want to go league, and you want to hold on to that because you think corporate's gonna save your planet, like you can get some other dynamic going without league. You think you can go bull market? Do you think you can expand and build markets? You have to take down the existing markets and their enforcement organizations, which do not enforce and have tons of liabilities, looking the other way and becoming the fall guy and like placing blame in order to make things look like they did something, but they didn't. This has been our universe up until now. You had 9/11. You had the Iraq War. What else? Do we have to get into that shit? No. I'm saying, you semantic, looking for your cake and eat it too shit on me. In order, you're the last of the last, they say. But what? It's the fact that you took your hand off your dick, but your hand is still on the phone, calling your broker, trying to run game on me and go up and down on my situation per your own dislike for me, because you're still using me for vitality and using my concepts, except trying to turn them around and run it on me. Keep doing that shit. Let's see where you end up. All these motherfuckers, you send them on a vacation trying to do the same scare tactics that I already know will not do anything. You're giving me free time for 2 whole weeks to get my particulars in order. And what? I'm on vacation again. It has nothing to do with the fact that I'm putting a hold on Geneva or Stockholm and calling banks because of them. It has to do with the corporate activity and the fact that, because I don't know their situations. It always feels back and forth. In all honesty, we know this. And I'm not going to point fingers because I cannot. I don't know the names of any banks or names of families in either country or in the area. But when it comes to corporate movement, I am the holding off on pursuing my CLA with a numbered account from Sweden or Switzerland is because I have to allow you stupid fucks working at corporate to clear yourselves out with your running your antagonistic conspiring movements on me because you think you're so smart. You understand me? You keep thinking like that. Whilst, what are we looking at in the next month ahead? I'm on vacation again on this $40 a day without any credit, and I'm gonna let these payments become late, missed payments. No, I'm gonna handle what I can the best that I can, but it's not time to Bruce Wayne and have $5 to $15 million. Firstly, what would it take away the motivation to complete the PML objective there and have my own parents reactualized again? It wouldn't be conducive towards it, no. For me to jump on the CLA, would it? Because the idea next is we're going to leave them there in this house and we can just wall them the fuck up. But what? They actually need to die, don't you think? You don't think so? By now, you don't think so? You would like to push me on to Sweden and Switzerland and skip this PML objective here, which I've been waiting for a year. Practically since when? Since I came back here. I've been waiting for them to die ever since I went fed 10 years ago. Over. You still haven't done it yet. And now they're going on vacation. But what? You're not supposed to leave me alone anymore. You do that, you're gonna fuck yourself big time. And I don't even know how yet, or why. But you think you got it all figured out, right? You haven't gotten rid of me up until now. It's been how long over the universe timeline of us going through this shit with you? You motherfucking La Guitarras and motherfucking faggots. And you're not done yet. So, it's allowing you to clean house on yourselves. All these industries which you're giving me the opportunities from this point to go through shopping experiences and trying to acquire credit and loans and monthly installments and shit like that is all this is on $40 a day. You don't send me pre-approved loans which actually give me the credit card that they're pre-approving me for. You keep doing that shit. We need to clear out your banks too. You know? Because it's an aggregate situation and it's on me. You are displaying that you are not positive only in terms of your operations as a business, and that you do not intend to contribute to any productive GDP statistic for an annual country's report. Do you? You're not really doing it all, is what I'm seeing. And you're not like completely in line with all of the logic that makes sense for a normal operating society yet. Talking formalization, the only league which is active in my situation is Cyberpunk. The rest of you aren't doing shit. You're just going back to Bob and just like, oh, we're gonna be a conglomerate again. We're gonna be a conglomerate again. And every time he looks at his games, he's not gonna want to play any of them. Oh, you've been doing that the past motherfucking 3 to 6 months. You're just telling me that your leagues aren't active, and you still want me to play your game and download your game and buy your game and watch your anime and all that when you're not doing anything. Actually, in terms of reformalization or like working on fixing your society or like whatever the fuck. You're not doing any of that out there. What? It's follow the leader. Yeah, that's a good thing. You know, wanting to acquire assets and enjoy the things in life which are available to you. But you keep running away from reality, such as the fact that you're still living off of me, and your movements don't include everything that your job responsibility is supposed to have. You're instead doing what you would be doing on your couch with your dick in your hand in your office. Kudos.